Have you made people? Are you thinking about making people? If you said yes, you'd probably like to know where the best and safest place to do that is. At least the raising part, not the actual making of the kids. You can do that behind a dumpster in Vegas if you want. I wouldn't suggest it, but it is possible. Today we're looking at one of the best states to raise a family, Wisconsin. The Badger State always shows up on positive lists that have anything to do with families. If you've ever been to Wisconsin or you know someone from Wisconsin, you probably already know this. Wisconsin is an amazing state for families for so many reasons, but today I'm going to show you the top 10 reasons the Badger State is a great state for families. Got it? Get it? Good. Let's take a look. Number 10, education. If you're going to be raising a family, you're going to want to have a good education. No one in their right mind moves their kids to a place that has horrible schools, unless you're a person that went to horrible schools and you see nothing wrong with it. Wisconsin has a strong educational system, with many schools and universities that rank among the best in the country. These institutions offer diverse learning opportunities, range from liberal arts to technical programs. You got the University of Wisconsin-Madison, the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, Lawrence University, Marquette University down there in Milwaukee, and a whole bunch of other universities of Wisconsin like at Parkside, Platteville, River Falls, Oshkosh, Stevens Point, Green Bay, Whitewater, to name a few. A few years back, I was doing a video on colleges and universities, and I came across one stat, and I forget the exact numbers, but it kind of shows you how good the schools are and how good the people are in Wisconsin. But when it came to the percentage of students that choose to go to college in state, Wisconsin was number one. Like I said, I forgot the exact percentages, but they had the largest percentage of students graduating high school that chose to stay in state. Number 9, the land. Wisconsin, in my opinion, is a lot like Oregon and a few other states where the land is very welcoming. There is always something to do right out your front door in Oregon, and that's how it is in Wisconsin. Wisconsin has an abundance of natural beauty with lakes, forests, and parks that provide endless opportunities for outdoor recreation. What I like about Wisconsin also is a lot of the things you can do in the summer, you could still do in the winter. Camping, obviously, fishing, they go ice fishing there, go hiking, snowshoeing, cross-country skiing. But during the summer, there's like a lake or a pond or a creek. There's always something to do around water in Wisconsin. And if you got kids, you know that's kind of important. Wisconsin has some pretty impressive state parks. You have, Wisconsin Dells, but then you have Devil's Lake State Park, Peninsula State Park, and something I did there once, which was a good time, was the Ice Age Trail. It's one of the 11 national trails and one of the best hiking trails in Wisconsin. We also went snowmobiling that trip. It was a lot of fun. Number 8, they got nice people. You always hear about the southern hospitality. I think Wisconsin almost does it better. And they're one of our most northern states. Wisconsin is sort of known for its friendly and welcoming communities. These people are famously good neighbors. That's just a fact. Families can feel safe and secure in these tight-knit neighborhoods where everyone looks out for one another. That's kind of their thing. That's how it is in Minnesota too, and there's a few different reasons for this, or at least a few different theories for this. A good percentage of the people that were early settlers in Wisconsin and Minnesota were Scandinavian. The Scandinavian people that moved here came from small villages and very small towns, places that are used to relying on each other and getting along. That attitude and culture spread through the Midwest. Midwesterners in general are known for their friendly and polite manners, and Wisconsin is no exception. Midwesterners place a high value on community, hard work, and hospitality, which translates into the friendly and welcoming atmosphere that you often experience in Wisconsin. Sort of the exact opposite that you'll get if you go to Los Angeles. You go there and you got a problem, you're on your own. I mean, the people will take time out of their day to talk trash about you. That's about it. Number 7, things to do. Wisconsin is home to many family-friendly attractions, including zoos, museums, and amusement parks. The Badger State's diverse culture provides opportunities for learning and entertainment at the various festivals. They always seem to be having some sort of festival, and a strange amount of these family fun activities involve the consumption of beer. I'm all in on that one. Number 6, jobs and security. Wisconsin has a thriving economy with many job opportunities in a variety of industries. There are a lot of places with a lot of really good jobs that they can't even find enough people for right now in Wisconsin. This is always good because nothing's more uncomfortable than moving to a new place with your family and having to worry about job security or not being able to get another job if this one doesn't work out. And if you're a dad or a mom, that kind of crap will keep you up at night. Now, if you're like working fast food or something like that, that never keeps you up because there's a job opening no matter where you go. Cool thing about Wisconsin, they have plenty of trade jobs that they're looking to fill. Don't sleep on going to trade school, guys. If you're younger right now and you're thinking about college, great. If you can do college, absolutely go do it. Just keep in mind, there's a lot of good trade schools that can get you a good job or a good career. Number 5, it's cheap. Wisconsin has a low cost of living, making it an affordable place to raise a family. Families can enjoy a high quality of life without breaking the bank, so to speak. When it comes to healthcare, Wisconsin is ranked 4th in the nation for the cheapest. When it comes to buying a home, they're ranked 16th in the nation. Now, like I've said before, it's hard to really get a median price that's realistic for an entire state. Cities are a little easier to do, but just to give you an idea, the median home price in the absolute cheapest state right now in 2023 is Mississippi, where the median home price is $119,000. The most expensive is Hawaii with $615,000. Wisconsin is $180,000. That isn't the cheapest, but it ain't bad, especially when you look at what's going on in Hawaii and California, as a matter of fact. Number 4, sports. Wisconsin is big when it comes to sports. On the professional side, you got the Green Bay Packers, the Milwaukee Bucks in basketball, you got the Milwaukee Brewers in baseball. They got a whole bunch of minor league baseball teams and some hockey, and that's just on the professional side. When you start looking at their college sports, that's where these people get a little insane. You got the University of Wisconsin Badgers, which have won far too many things for me to even start naming them. Then, of course, Marquette is huge when it comes to basketball. And then when you look at their youth sports, this is a really big thing for most of these communities. They like their hockey and they like their football, which if you got kids, youth sports usually plays a big part of their lives. Not as much as when I was a kid. I mean, most kids are playing video games instead of going to baseball practice, but we all change. It's still a big part of a lot of kids' lives. Number 3, food and drink. Wisconsin is sort of a foodie's dream, from cheese to bratwurst. And some of the best beer you'll find in the country, you'll find in Wisconsin. Now, the beer thing's probably not as much of a family thing, but everything else is. That's a big part of a lot of their festivals, is they have some really, really good food. Wisconsin has a lot of farms, so you're going to get a lot of fresh food and some really cool farmers markets. Seymour, Wisconsin claims to be the birthplace of the modern hamburger. A lot of different places make that claim, but the butter burger originated in Wisconsin, most likely at Sully's Grill in Milwaukee. The butter burger is a hamburger with butter spread on the buns. You also find that just about everything has cranberries involved in Wisconsin. Number 2, community. Now, we've touched on this a little bit in some of the other ones, but Wisconsin has a strong sense of community. They have a lot of local events and festivals that bring people together. Families can participate in these celebrations and connect with others who share their same interests and values, I guess. Wisconsin is still to this day a very rural state, and rural communities in a way sort of depend on the different festivals and events that a community will have. Well, that's a tradition that goes way back because you really didn't see people that often. And this was a good chance to get people together, celebrate the holidays, celebrate something, just so you could interact with other people besides the people that lived on your farm. This is also how a lot of young people found a future spouse. Well, even though things have changed, it's still a big part of Wisconsin life. Really, this is kind of big for all of the Midwest, but in my opinion, Wisconsin and a couple other states like Iowa and Minnesota take it a step further. Yeah, back in the old days, they didn't have Tinder or Facebook or Instagram. You actually had to go places to meet the opposite sex. So events, festivals, state fairs, county fairs were really important to communities like this. And Wisconsin's keeping that type of tradition alive. All right, before we get to number 1, if you're thinking about moving to Wisconsin or any state, there's a link down below for a website called Home and Money. They have all kinds of tools you might need if you're looking to buy a house someplace, including getting you in touch with a real estate agent in whatever area you're thinking about moving to. All right, on to number 1. And number 1. Quality of life. Wisconsin has the 5th highest quality of life score in the United States. The state schools are among the best performing in the nation, like I'd said earlier. They lead the country in high school graduation, the cost of living is lower than the national average, and levels of poverty are really low. Unemployment is always below the national average. The crime rate in most areas is extremely low. Milwaukee is the only place that has any significant crime, and theirs isn't terrible when you look at places like Chicago and Detroit and Philadelphia. Overall, Wisconsin is just a great place to live, and the quality of life score kind of shows you that. Their only real knock is they do more drinking than any other state in the union, so there's that. All right, that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some information out of it. Now go out, have a great day, be nice to each other.